Hi, this video is going to be all about my favorite aircraft, the Spitfire. And in this case, it's going to be the unboxing of Hangar 9's relatively new ARF. It came out, I think, in December 2013 or probably January 2014, somewhere in that time frame. And I'm going to go through it and show you what it's like out of the box. This, of course, is not the Hangar 9 30cc Spitfire. It is a Spitfire. This one happens to be a Dave Platt Spitfire. That was built from scratch by a good friend of mine in New Brunswick. And I flew this for many years. It was my first warbird, where I learned how to handle a warbird, how to fly a warbird, why it was different than regular sport aircraft, flying a higher wing loading aircraft, and what that means and its behaviors and things. And it taught me how to do some really neat things like scale takeoffs, like this one from an old video. Okay, maybe that wasn't such a great takeoff or scale, but this airplane served me well. Flew it for many years before it became just an ornament in the garage that I don't fly anymore. It did have a minor mishap and I scratched up the bottom of the wing a little bit. But let's get back to the reason that I'm making this video and the 30cc Spitfire from Hangar 9. Okay, so I haven't opened the box to go through the airplane yet. What I have done is I did lift the corner enough to pull out the manual and go through it a little bit. Looks very detailed, goes into a lot of information. The other nice thing that came in the bag with the instruction manual was 3 samples of the covering that's used on the aircraft, just in case you get a little bit of hangar rash or you happen to get a little scratch on it. You can patch it up and make it look like new. So that was a very good thing to have included in the kit. So it's just some small pieces. Now, just to show you the size of this box, this is a big box. And if you're shipping it, be prepared for shipping charges. This is a large box, and it can't. It's not going to come through any mail service cheap. Hopefully, you've got a local dealer that you can go in, a local hobby shop, where you can get this airplane picked up, and you'll definitely save some money when it comes to shipping and things. As I said, this is for a 30cc. I'll not be standing here opening the box going, ooh, ah, here's the wing, here's the other wing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, come back in a few moments after I've taken everything out of the box, and I'll give you my impressions of it then, so that we're not spending video time just taking pieces out of plastic. So for this plane, I've already picked up the engine. This is an NGH 35 rear exhaust. Came in the mail just a little while ago, and got it from Hobby King. Very economical engine. Did some reading on the net about it. Some very good reviews. When you first open the box, you might be a little bit concerned because they send you an extra piston. Now, what kind of a company would send you an extra piston? Yeah, I know you might think negatively on that, but no need to. The extra piston is so that for future aircraft, if you're using this engine and you want to change it from being a rear exhaust to a side exhaust, you can switch the piston. So that's why the extra piston is there. And of course, it comes with a nice mounting system, standoffs, and the electronic ignition unit for the spark. Also, the E-flite retracts for the Spitfire are getting great reviews online and in other places, and there's no doubt in my mind that they're a quality unit. They also, with exchange and everything else, will probably be just about $400 landed. So what I did is I took a slightly more economical route, and again went to Hobby King and picked up this electric set, Spitfire style retracts. They're a little bit longer on the gear than is really required. I don't know the exact length that I'm going to need yet, but when I open the Spitfire and start sizing things up, I expect to have to cut down this aluminum shaft. The metal gear itself all looks very good, and these are available on the Hobby King site, and I believe they were originally designed for a 50cc Spitfire, so they shouldn't be too difficult to adapt for the Hangar 9 kit. So that's the bits and pieces. So I'm going to pause now and bring you back once I got all the bits and pieces out of the box. Here it is, the Spitfire out of the box. Awesome. That's the only word that comes to mind. This is perhaps one of the best, if not the best, ARFs I have had the pleasure of unboxing. It's well packaged. Everything is taped in the box so that it doesn't move around in individual bags. This aircraft will ship safely. It's a nice matte finish. All of the panel lines are in here. The hinge slots are there. You do have to glue them in, of course, but the detailing on the wings and on the fuse and everything here, it's just great. The access panels, it's all drawn in there. Decal sheet allows you to build two different versions of this Spitfire, or choose from one of two. LOD and of course the well-known Johnny Johnson JEJ, which would be my choice. In wartime, Johnny Johnson was, I'm told, although I haven't seen photos that prove it, the aircraft wing mounts were used to carry more than just artillery and bombs and things. At one point they actually carried a couple kegs of beer. I have no idea what the aerodynamics for carrying 2 kegs under your wings would be, but I think it'd look kind of cool on an RC plane, so I may try that just for S&G. The wing center section, again, lots of detail. All looks very good, nicely drawn in there, adds that realism. My plans for the aircraft, I'm going to add some weathering to it, hope to add a little bit more detail. One of the things that I want to add in detail is I'd like to add a full cockpit to this aircraft. It's only a half cockpit, just a kind of the instrument panel up. However, underneath in the fuse area, it looks like there should be plenty of room in here for to add a full-scale cockpit. We'll see how it goes. That's my plan today. In a couple months' time, when I hopefully have this build complete, I'll be able to add some detail as to what I did regarding adding some detail there. Also want to add some weathering to the aircraft. I think that would be add again to its realism. The plane itself also comes with 2 rudders, and this is the well-known and distinctive rudders of the Mark IX, both the rounded top as well as the pointy top. I'm sure that someone out there can correct me on what the actual definition of these rudders were and the different types, and if I go to look it up, I'm sure I could find it as well. But it's nice that the kit includes both so that you can choose which you would like to fly. Well, that's it for now, and when I come back, hopefully some of the construction on this plane will be done, but out of the box, it's amazing quality. It really is. Well packaged, ships well, and this looks like it's going to be a fun build.